right now. Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook.
Thanks a lot, Royce, and thank you for tuning into the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. I'm Rich Walsh. I'll be joined by Andrew Fillipponi in just a matter of moments, and we're taking your phone calls on the Bordas and Bordas hotline. I want to spend a significant time talking about the Pirates and the lockout, but first, since we just played the Deontay Johnson soundbite, Pony, I want to get your thoughts on that because I feel like it was very it was a shot at maybe the offensive coordinator, the offense, saying that he can run every route on the route tree, and they're just not calling those plays for him. What did you think of that statement he just said right there?
Well, that's my first time hearing it. I think the Steelers coaches right now, Matt Canada, the defensive decision-making, Mike Tomlin, the brain trust there, their decision on Sunday to move Cam Hayward to nose tackle. When Hayward talked today, he pretty much said, I'm going to do what the coaches tell me to do, but even admitted that he was kind of out of position and it's not really where he's supposed to play or where he wants to play. So, that's what happens when your team has played 3 games in a row and hasn't won any of them, has played 3 straight games without a win. I think this offensive coordinator, Matt Canada, should be one and done. Okay, now I heard what Jerry just said with all the stats there, leading us in. He's got offensive line issues. He's got a quarterback that's 39 years old. But I just don't see, even with those limitations and restrictions, an offensive coordinator that's cut out to be a play caller at this level. And it looks like or sounds like Deontay Johnson might agree.
I know it's an indictment on the offense, but also maybe on Ben, too. And I know you and I are kind of on the same page with this. I mean, I understand that Matt Canada is the offensive coordinator. Mike Tomlin is the head coach. But I still think Ben is primarily running this offense.
Yeah, well, when Ben didn't play, Matt Canada decided to throw it 50 times in rainy, windy, cold conditions at Heinz Field. And so that tie against the Lions with Mason Rudolph, I think, exposed Matt Canada as someone that's not cut out to be an offensive coordinator. Now, when Ben's in there, I think he does dictate a lot and basically run the offense that he wants. I thought we saw that in Cincinnati. They went back to, let's throw it. Even in the first quarter before the game was a blowout, Najee Harris only rushed the ball 1 time. That's unacceptable in my opinion. Even with this line, you find a way to block for him, even if you got to put bigger people into the game. So Roethlisberger is coming off his worst game, Richie. Now, I think if they lose on Sunday and he plays bad, it's time in the last 5 games of the season to see what the other guys have. You know how much I dislike Mason Rudolph big picture, but there are a lot of Steelers insiders who think that the Steelers still want to give him a good look for 2022, for next year. All right, well, let's see it over the course of the last few games, especially if it looks like you've got no real shot at making the playoffs.
So there has to be a plan outside of just Dwayne Haskins and Mason Rudolph. They have to be eyeing someone else up. I mean, obviously
Who?
everyone is.
You tell me if it's Marcus Mariota or Jimmy Garoppolo, I'm going to walk off the set right now if that's really what you think they're going to do.
No, I don't.
Those guys aren't walking through here and making them a playoff team next year, Richie.
And I do think, from what I heard inside the Steelers organization, they really like Sam Howell. I don't think a guy like him is going to come in and turn things around either. So I don't know what the plan is, but
wait a minute, time out. T.O., you're telling me they like Howell more than Pickett?
That's what I was told. So I'm anxious to see what happens come draft day if either one of those guys are there. I don't know if either one of those guys are going to be there.
Now I'm really in a stupor. Now I'm down in the dumps. They're watching Sam Howell and thinking he's better than Kenny Pickett. You ready for let Dan Marino go to the Miami Dolphins all over again situation?
Do you really think
Pittsburgh
Kenny Pickett
Steelers?
is
Come
Dan
on.
Marino?